Hey man,
What's up?
do you know anything about fitness? I can't stand scrolling on my phone alone in my room anymore.
Did you say fitness? Boy, fitness is my middle name. I got all the tips for you. Bench press, squats. What can I do for you? Huh?
Just put on a shirt and meet me in the living room.
Okay. All right, I got you.
For me, fitness is a way of life.
Taking care of my body.
Fitness to me has become a bit of a lifestyle.
Health and wealth.
Fitness is a way of life for everybody.
So what do you want to know?
Well, I'm scrolling through social media and I see these crazy athletes. People who can squat 800 pounds, people who have a 40-inch vertical jump. I just want to be like that, but I don't know where to start. I know you have to go to the gym soon, so if you don't have the time, you don't have to tell me.
No, man, I got time. And actually, I'm proud of you if you wanted to take that first step. But before you take that first step, you actually have to know where you're going first.
Just getting educated on how to take care of my body, having longevity with my mobility.
Well, man, I have just the video for you. Sit back and watch.
My name is Amy Krenz. I own Class A Fitness. I am a health and fitness coach. I'm a personal trainer, and I help people on their fitness journey. So I've been active my whole life. After high school sports, long time ago, I stopped doing just normal everyday activity. I wasn't super active and I started to put on some weight. I had kids and life got super busy, and I just knew that I needed to do something to start moving again and feeling good. I was lacking energy. I just did not feel good in my body or about my body. So I sought out training of some degree. I hired a personal trainer of my own. When I started to get back into fitness, it was primarily just to change the shape of my body, which is not what I feel about fitness today. I love to teach fitness, health in general, nutrition, and just mindset work because I want to help people discover things inside and within themselves that maybe they don't know is possible or even there. And I love seeing that spark happen when all of a sudden they go from something that they have to do to something that they want to do because they are starting to feel so much better. I truly believe that fitness impacts every other area of your life. It helps with depression and anxiety. It helps with patience and kindness. It helps with energy and sleep and just overall vitality. So most people think about exercise as no pain, no gain, or it has to be super intense and you have to get sweaty. I personally look at exercise as overall ability to move your body. And while it's important to strengthen your muscles and have good cardio capacity, it all does start at your joints and the ability to be stable in a position and mobile in a position. So when we can incorporate mobility and stretching in everything else that you do, you are going to be able to move better. You're going to feel better. I think especially as we age, it's a lot more important for us to think of mobility and stretching as a primary focus of our fitness. I think that in today's society, we spend so much time seated, so we lack hip range of motion and hip mobility, which leads to a ton of back issues. I also think that ankle mobility is a big one because we, again, are sitting. We don't do a lot of flexion extension of our ankles and our feet, so they're constantly tight here. So when we lose the mobility and flexibility and strength of our feet, it comes up from the floor all the way up through every joint and every part of your body. The other thing is we spend a ton of time here on our phones or on a computer or on a desk or even slouched here, right, like in our chair. So that leads to a ton of shoulder and back issues from the waist up, where our shoulders are starting to roll forward. Our heads are like 8 pounds, which ultimately is also going to lead to a ton of injuries. So there's so many different mobility concerns and issues that I think it's important for us to put all of that into our day-to-day life.
So how is it important to health and fitness?
Just keep watching.
I think that when people look at fitness overall, time is the most limiting factor on what keeps people from doing anything. And my opinion is that anything is better than nothing. So I like to think of fitness like a snack, and I call them exercise snacks that you can do throughout the day. So if you get up off of your chair every day at the office and you just do some countertop or desktop push-ups, or you just go and walk through the doorway and you stretch across your chest, or you squat, you sit down, you stand up. If you are having a super stressful day, get up and do 25 jumping jacks. Like, snacks throughout the day are gonna build up to big movement over time. To me, fitness is not a particular activity. Fitness is just a way of life where you can wake up, you can move through your day, you can do any activity that you want. You don't have to ask your body for permission to do something because you're not sure that your body will be able to do it. Everybody's idea of fitness or a fitness level is going to be determined on their lifestyle and their lifestyle goals. I think that it can be lifting heavy things in the gym. It can be kayaking. It can be going out for a walk with your kids and your family. It can be signing up for a marathon. I don't think that there's one particular exercise program or routine that identifies fitness. Fitness is a way of life for everybody.
Wow, I didn't know mobility training can affect health and fitness that much.
Just you wait. I have so much more to show you.
What's next?
Well, you remember those big muscle freaks you were talking about, right?
Yeah, why?
Well, that's what we're diving into next. Let's have a watch.
I didn't start till after high school, and then I guess seeing fitness influencers on Instagram played a part, but mainly I was real scrawny and insecure, and the gym helped me feel more confident in myself, and getting stronger plays a part as well. Yeah, I watched Pumping Iron with the movie with Arnold, and that was pretty sick. A lot of the time as a kid, I didn't think muscles were obtainable for me for some reason. I just thought there's no way I can ever, grow. But it turns out just going to experience, right when COVID was kind of clearing up in 2021, just being able to do something physical started that, and then obviously that was the time frame where a lot of people on TikTok were blowing up for fitness stuff, so seeing all of that gave me some inspiration as well. Well, it gives you some kind of purpose, to put it like, I guess, in one sentence, but mainly just being able to move and keep all my body parts primed, let alone just being able to lift like the groceries in one trip. That's a big deal for me. So just kind of being able to just move freely and be strong enough to do normal stuff without hurting myself. I feel like general health it's pretty important, and just growing and getting bigger, keeping a healthy body. Well, it was right when COVID restrictions were kind of clearing up, so I took the January 1st discount membership. I did that at Experience Fitness, and it was a block away from my house, so it was really easy to get there. Everybody was working from home, so there's really nothing else to do. So I'd go to the gym and just kind of do like a full upper body workout or lower body workout with my mom. We both kind of started at the same time, so just easy accessibility, and then there's really nothing to do, so I figured moving my body and expending the energy and kind of freeing up the brain was a good idea, and it just kind of turned into a habit from there.
Seeing this already makes me feel more comfortable, seeing that everyone has their first day.
Exactly. Just keep listening.
Going with a friend definitely helps. If you're not doing something solo, it's a lot more, it feels more inviting that way. Just kind of spending time with a bro, one of your friends, doing something you both enjoy, or just hanging out technically at a different space. That's a good intro, I'd say. But really, like, any kind of activity is a good gateway, like whether it's basketball or just running or anything like that. But you just start lifting up any kind of weights, and then you kind of dial it in from there the more you learn. But Yeah, I just say to just do it, because everyone's in there to do the same thing you are. No one's really gonna, judge you for trying. So yeah, I just say to start, but it's something, Like after the first week, you kind of get somewhat of a routine, and it's easier to just go there and do your routine without trying to constantly just try new things every time. That might get a little overstimulating for you. So you kind of have a routine. You can slowly track your progress in that routine, and if your numbers go up by like 5 pounds here and there, that's progress. You can keep track of that. I'd say that's easier than changing your workout every time. That might be a little too much for someone getting into it. So just keep it simple, I'd say. And then yeah, within a week or two I was comfortable. You kind of meet people at the gym, and familiar faces make it a more welcoming area as well. Health and wealth, and that's what they say, right? So the better you feel as you have your body as your vessel, and if your vessel is lacking energy or lacking gas or oil, it's not going to run very well. So if you kind of can keep a healthy lifestyle, all assets of your life go up, I'd say. You're more confident outside of the gym. Just in general, you just feel better day to day, and then naturally your diet will improve based on just wanting to stay healthy. And then, like I said, every asset of your life will improve in the same sense.
Wow, there's really levels to this stuff, huh?
Yeah, well, it's like a domino effect, because if one aspect of your life is well-rounded, usually all the other aspects in your life fall into place.
Well, yeah, that's what it looks like. So, do bodybuilders do this so they can defend themselves?
Well, sort of, but self-defense is a whole nother category we have to look into. Let's have a watch.
Hi, my name is Scott Siverite. I'm a co-owner and head coach of Primal Milwaukee. We opened in 2019. When I moved to the States 20 years ago, I got into boxing and kickboxing just to meet some friends and join a community. I fell in love with the sport, subsequently fell in love with coaching and learning and skill development and all that thing. And so after about 6 or 7 years coaching at another gym, I decided to open my own gym here with my partner Ben Schultz. Yeah, so I started off coaching after I started fighting in martial arts a little bit later, and I was a little bit too old to take that, my career more seriously. So after a short amateur career, I just had the opportunity to coach a couple of classes on the side, and it was apparent to me that I didn't really know what I was doing, and I took it very seriously. So I went back to school to get a coaching and athletic development degree, and it's just been learning about the human body and the human movement system ever since. So that's really what I'm passionate about, and getting people into sport and really just investigation in human behavior. Well, I think there's a couple of things going on there. I think any kind of movement, any kind of sport or activity is especially in today's age, there's these sedentary lifestyles a lot of people lead, and the devices. It's an opportunity to keep moving, and I think the research, the data is very, very robust. Lifelong health and fitness activities and habits really are probably the best single thing you can do for your longevity and your overall mental and physical well-being. Well, it's a contact sport we do here, so there's always some kind of nagging injury or pull or stretch or bump. We try and keep it as safe as possible, but it's the nature of the sport, it's the nature of a contact sport. But you asked also about the benefits of it. Martial arts, from seeing my own kids, my own teenagers join wrestling, and seeing some of the young men and young women even that come through here, the changes that it's making in their lives positively, just for their confidence and just their sense of well-being, I think can't be overstated.
Wow, that's really cool. It's not all about self-defense. It's also about boosting your own confidence.
That's what it's about, man. Training for something, knowing what you could become.
Well, I get it that you're nervous. I get it, people who are nervous stepping into the gym for the first time, especially this gym. It's not an easy gym to come into. So it always comes back, whatever sport or endeavor, or whatever group you get into that is, what any kind of sport or activity you get into, it's really the culture that's going to help with onboarding people and getting people past their anxieties. So we try and do that here. We try and maintain our culture is very supportive. It's a safe space for failure, which means you don't know what you're doing when you start, so no one's getting badgered or chastised for that. So we just try to make the onboarding as friendly and as comfortable as possible. And it's a tough sport, but we can get people in here and we can scale it down so they at least feel somewhat confident and competent pretty quickly. With martial arts, you really need to have a training partner, but if you were doing it on your own, any kind of bag work, maybe for kickboxing, would be a good thing. That's definitely going to work the whole body. As far as the other stuff like grappling and whatnot, again, you would probably need another body or a training partner. But hey, just get moving, get your heart rate up, go through the whole body, all the muscles in the joints, and I think even a little bit every day, there's a big compound effect of that over time. Fitness to me has become a bit of a lifestyle. As I said, I wasn't the most active or the most healthy of the lifestyles when I was younger. So now that I'm getting, I'm getting up there, I'm almost 50, I'm on the mats every day, and I just continue to keep working, keep pushing my body, and just trying to do the right things. I have my vices too. I don't eat the best all the time. I make some bad lifestyle choices now and again, but I just like to keep moving. And I wear a whoop, which always reminds me when I'm good to train and how much I've been training. So these activity trackers can be really good. It sets a baseline and it kind of keeps that momentum going when you get onto any kind of fitness routine.
This is so inspiring to me. Thank you for showing me these incredible videos.
This is exactly how I got started, knowing that the first step is all it takes. Speaking of steps, there's one that I want to show you.
About what?
Well, do you know how sports players are so athletic?
Well, duh. They're born with it.
No, dude, that's silly. I actually have one last video to show you.
Michael De Silva.
Into the corner, Cristo with De Silva as the trailer. Give back, Mike D!
I'm a professional soccer player, soccer coach as well.
Mike De Silva!
In my line of work, it's very important that you take care of your body, because otherwise your career, whether it's coaching or playing, it's not going to last very long, because all the stress you put on your body day in, day out, if you don't take care of your body, it starts to break down. So that's one of the main things that made me want to start to take care of my body more and more.
Big time finish from Mike.
I actually grew up in Nigeria. I was born and raised there, and my dad played in Nigeria, and it's the main sport in Nigeria as it is in most countries around the world. So then I just started playing ever since. So since then, I moved here to the States in 2008, and I've played ever since I was a little boy. For soccer, it's a lot of sprinting, long distance running, so kind of like interval training, so you kind of have to mix it up. You kind of have to do a little bit of both, and just like basketball, you actually have to consistently work on your touch, your skill, and everything. But mostly, the fitness is the most important part. If you have a good touch but can't play longer than 10 minutes, so it's useless. I say give it a shot. I mean, no one says anyone has to be professional in it, right? If we do everything, just do it for fun, and then if you don't like it, then you don't play anymore. But at least try it, give it a try. It's good for fitness. It's good for footwork, for other sports as well. So there's no harm in trying it.
So you can hire people to improve at soccer?
Yes, but you can do that for almost anything. For bodybuilding, you can hire someone to teach you. Take Scott and Amy, for example. They will help you reach your goals.
Oh, I see. I wish I had someone to teach me.
I would say find a wall, and then just find a wall. You can just pass off the wall to come back to you. And as well, just a little dribbling around. Put some cones down, try to dribble and avoid the cones, backpack, shoes, or whatever is there. So that's very little easy, and then maybe just juggling the ball if you have extra time. Fitness to me, personally to me, is just taking care of my body and being at the highest level or physical shape that I can be in. Whether that's for basketball, whatever I need to do, or soccer, whatever I need to do to be able to do what I like to do and enjoy day in, day out, whatever it takes to get there. So that's what fitness means to me.
Wow, that was great. Thank you for showing me those.
Of course, man. Well, look, I'm about to go to the gym. You want to come?
No, man, that's scary.
Man, have you learned nothing from the videos I showed you?
Yeah, you're right. I learned that any type of fitness is healthy for my mind and my body. It builds my confidence, it gives me something to strive for, and I can meet like-minded people. Alright, let me go change.
I'll get the car started.